Hey everybody, it's Todd Wetzel at Convocations. Happy to talk to you about an exciting new production we've got coming here to Convocations. Along with the Purdue Theatre Department, we've put together a new joint venture to bring the National Theatre of Scotland for a production called Long Gone Lonesome. And it's a very exciting production, and I think there's a story inside this that is worth telling, so that's what I'm going to do. When we think about American music, there are many things that make up what American music is, and so if you take a look here at this map, as our country was being formed, we had all kinds of cultural influences coming in from all different parts of the world, and it kind of went into a really big melting pot here in the United States. Musical styles, fiddle music, oral traditions, all kinds of things merged. Well, then we know that in this amazing space, this melting pot of cultures, American music was formed. And there were very important cities like Nashville and Memphis. Well, the kind of music that happened here was sent back to other parts of the world, and it became very popular. What do you know? It got turned around and then came back to us later. Let's think about the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. We know that those groups turned around and sent our music back to us. Well, Long Gone Lonesome is a story that has an arrow just like this, our music coming back to us, but it's from a little spot up here in Scotland. And I'll pull out a map and show you in a little more detail. Here's the UK. Here's the island, the Shetland Islands. And I'm going to zoom in so we can look up north of Scotland. Zoom in a little further, and what we're looking at is the island of Burra, a remote island in the remote islands of Shetland in the North Sea. So, the island of Burra is the story of Thomas Fraser, a man who was a fisherman and a crofter in the islands. And he was obsessed with American music. So the music of Jimmie Rodgers and Big Bill Broonzy, so country music, western swing, the early blues. And he was incredibly proficient and would play this music for his family as well as for his friends. But what he also did when electricity finally came to the island is he bought a reel-to-reel recorder, and it was on this recorder that he recorded this great American music. So after his death, his grandson was rooting through a bunch of boxes and found these amazing recordings, and later they transferred them and produced them as recordings, and they immediately shot to the top of the folk music chart in the UK. And these are an amazing story of a man in a remote area that had this incredible passion, yet also this incredible talent. So you think about a great song by Jimmie Rodgers, the yodeling that happened in the early country music forms, and of course Jimmie Rodgers was famous for all of his yodel songs, Blue Yodel number 1, Blue Yodel number 2, Blue Yodel number 5, and so on. Well, all of these things were the music of Thomas Fraser as he recorded it. And so the production that is coming here, called Long Gone Lonesome, is a musical celebration of the life of this remarkable man, Thomas Fraser, who, without other influences and other sort of logical explanations, absorbed himself into this music. So the National Theatre of Scotland has put together this show. Features the Lone Star Swing Band, and Duncan MacLean, who is this man here, wrote this show as a musical celebration of the life of Thomas Fraser. So it's a very fun and personal, engaging, heartwarming story of Thomas Fraser as played and told by the Lone Star Swing Band. And let me tell you, this is one of the only performances to which you'll be able to come to see the play and stay for the dance. These guys will put on a fun dance after the performance, and you can all stay for that. So here are the details. It's coming on January 27 to 29 at Powell Hall in the Mallett Theatre, and we'd love to have you come join us. So Purdue Convocations and Purdue Theatre present the National Theatre of Scotland in Long Gone Lonesome.